It's Finger Lickin Good. Yes, this tagline fits KFC perfectly. Let's be honest, when you're in the mood for some amazing fried chicken, your body practically drives itself to one specific place, KFC. And when a restaurant's name revolves around chicken, you can bet they take it seriously. Speaking of fried chicken, thoughts instantly lead to KFC outlets. Who wouldn't want to eat their delicious hot and crunchy fries, along with amazing mouth-watering sandwiches that are known all around the world? But nothing lasts forever, not even the deliciousness of KFC. So, what changed? What caused KFC's unfortunate downfall? To uncover the truth, stay tuned and watch the video till the very end. Don't wander off, because we're about to dive into what went amiss and why KFC isn't the same anymore. With that said, let's get started. With its main office in Louisville, Kentucky, it's the second biggest food chain, just after McDonald's. KFC started in 1952, so it's been more than 70 years since it began. A man named Colonel Harlan Sanders started KFC in the 1930s. Back then, it was just a small place by the road where you could eat. But KFC grew a lot and did really well over the years. It's not just in Kentucky anymore. You can find KFC in more than 20,000 places in over 120 countries all around the world. People really love KFC's yummy finger-licking chicken, and when you eat there, it's a nice place for families to have a meal together. Back in 1948, the U.S. Department of Agriculture held a contest called the Chicken of Tomorrow to create a cost-effective chicken compared to pork and beef. This led to a shift from raising chickens for eggs to raising them for meat. The contest changed how chickens were bred, aiming for bigger, faster-growing ones with thick breasts. The winner, the Cornish-New Hampshire mix, transformed the chicken industry, making chicken tastier and quicker to produce. As a result, chicken became more popular than beef and pork due to its lower cost and religious acceptability. A guy named Harlan Sanders had a cafe that was a big part of this story. He sold different foods like ham, biscuits, and fried chicken. He didn't invent fried chicken, but he had a special recipe with 11 herbs and spices. He cooked it in a way that made it unique and flavorful. He used a pressure cooker that cooked the chicken quickly and kept it juicy. But fried chicken had to become fast food. Sanders' pressure cooker made the cooking time go from 30 minutes to just 9 minutes. But in 1954, a highway was built that went around his town, and his business dropped a lot. At 64 years old, Sanders didn't give up. He traveled around with his pressure cooker and spices, visiting restaurants to show them his recipe. He asked them to sell chicken cooked his way, and he'd get a bit of money for each one they sold. This started a big chain of restaurants using his recipe. He eventually sold his business in 1964 for a lot of money and stayed as an icon until he passed away in 1980. This became a famous story of achieving the American dream. Now, a new group of people is bringing back Sanders' legacy, and Kentucky Fried Chicken is loved all around the world. In a franchise system, everything is written down. This helped KFC do well. They followed strict rules to make a successful system. For instance, they cooked chicken in a special pot and waited 15 minutes. The chicken parts had to be a certain size and weight. They marinated the chicken and used specific aged chickens. These rules made things organized and efficient. KFC succeeded using the franchise model. They were the first to expand this way. They started in Canada, then went to the UK, Mexico, and Jamaica. KFC made food based on who wanted it. They used to have similar menus everywhere. Now they customize menus for each place. This made people like their food more. KFC turned fry haters into fans using a $290,000 budget through social media, print, and outdoor ads. Many complained about their fries causing trouble, especially on Twitter. They tried making tastier fries, but faced resistance from those used to the old ones. To win over the fans, they used a clever strategy. They acknowledged issues with the old fries, making the new ones seem like saviors. Their Ain't No Small Fry campaign on Twitter, along with paid media, highlighted the problems. They advertised that the old ones were bad and the new ones taste great. This risky move paid off, with news coverage and 3 million Twitter views. Their overall social media impact reached 13 million. KFC's business boomed too, with 62% more awareness of new fries and a 38% boost. Trust and food quality scores increased, gaining around 670,000 new buyers in the UK and Ireland. Quite a success story. So should this story get a thumbs up? Go ahead and quickly tap the like button and hit subscribe as fast as you'd grab a fried chicken from KFC. And when you're heading back, give the bell icon a ring, just like the fun old times in childhood. KFC had an amazing journey upward, reaching great heights of success. They flew really high like a soaring bird, but sadly things changed and they tumbled down from that sky of achievement. Life gave them a tough hit, like a strong smack. KFC in the United States is facing a really tough time. They're shutting down a lot of their restaurants, and other fast food places are doing better than them. Also, people aren't happy with KFC. They gave it only 2.39 stars out of 170 reviews, which shows most customers aren't happy with what they buy. It didn't used to be like this, but now things have changed. The quality of their food isn't as good as it used to be. People complain that the chicken is too greasy, and it seems like it's been sitting for a long time. The chicken tenders are tough and not very good to eat. Back in the day, they used to dip the chicken in egg wash, coat it, and fry it in lard with special herbs and spices. But now, they just use regular water and vegetable oil with a tiny bit of those spices. This change in quality might have started after Colonel Sanders sold the business in 1964. The new owners didn't stick to the original recipe, and that affected the taste. There have been some strange items on the menu like popcorn chicken, roast beef, and even a sandwich with chicken instead of bread. Finding out that your favorite restaurant is planning to remove certain dishes from its menu can be quite worrying. The last thing you want to hear is that the beloved dishes you always relied on are about to disappear. First, Kentucky Fried Chicken wings. Then, there's the Nashville hot sauce. Even the popcorn chicken is on its way out, leaving us wondering why such a tasty treat has to go. Also, saying farewell to strawberry lemonade and those delightful chocolate chip cookies is hard. How will fans satisfy their craving for something sweet now? Although it's disheartening to bid farewell to all these dishes, the one that really tugs at my heartstrings is the popcorn chicken. Thankfully, we do have some KFC-style recipes that can help us through this tough transition. Now let's understand why KFC is making these changes. According to KFC US Director Brittany Wilson, the goal is to consistently provide their most popular dishes with perfection and also make way for new offerings. The aim is to enhance accuracy and efficiency while reducing wait times for customers. By removing less popular items, they intend to simplify the menu and create space for innovative additions. The majority of customers seem to be responding positively to these changes. The upcoming alterations are scheduled to be implemented over the next month. Furthermore, prices keep going up, even though the food isn't as good. In 2022, prices went up 3 times. Back in 1969, you could get a family bucket with chicken, gravy, and rolls for a low price. Now anything with meal in the name costs a lot. But it's not just about the food. The restaurants aren't very clean, and the customer service isn't great either. Workers don't seem to know what they're doing, and the place doesn't feel welcoming. KFC's customer service and cleanliness rating is quite bad. Their ads used to be better, but now they're not funny and don't connect with people. They're trying too hard to be cool. All of these problems are making KFC lose money. Who would want to pay a lot for bad food in a dirty place with bad service? The scandals about how they treat chickens and the ingredients they use are also hurting their image. Several factors contributed to the decline in the taste of Kentucky Fried Chicken. The downfall of the brand happened because the people in charge and how things were run changed, and because other places selling food became more competitive. Also, what people liked and wanted to eat changed. The new people in charge of KFC made the company care more about making money than making good food. The quality of the food and customer satisfaction went down because the new bosses tried to spend less money, even if it meant not making the food as good. They also started following the same steps every time, which didn't help. The company's reputation got worse because they had a lot of really bad public relations problems and the food sometimes wasn't safe. KFC went down even more because other places that serve food quickly and not too fancy became more popular, and also because people want healthier food now. People are choosing food that's better for them because they really care about their health. With all these problems, KFC definitely needs to fix a lot if they want to get better.